In this video, we are going to take a look at some MDX code to produce the result set that we see on the screen here, which is a list of regions and states in dollar sales order for those states that sold at least $250,000 in the year 2005. Now, when you actually take a look at the result set, it's not completely high to low by dollar sales. It's actually by dollar sales within each region. So when we take a look at the Midwestern region here, we have three states, Illinois, Ohio, and Indiana, that sold at least $250,000 in 2005, so they're sorted by dollar sales within the region. And then we see something similar here for the Northeast. Now we can change this sort, and we will change the sort so that the states are sorted completely high to low. So something like California and Texas would be at the top of the list. So we'll take a look at sorting it both ways. Now to perform this, to write the code to produce this result set, we're going to take a look at some of the name set capabilities in MDX along with the filter and the order function. And so what we'll do is we'll write the core select statement first. We're going to say that we want just simply dollar sales along the column axis. And down the left, I'm going to create a name set called ordered filtered states on rows. Instead of putting the filter and the order statement directly in the row axis, I'm going to put it in a name set. And I'll say it's from the sales cube where, and I'll simply pick time, year 2005. Now obviously if I try to run this right now, it's going to give me an error because ordered filter states doesn't exist. But now we can take a look at creating some name sets that will simplify the code. So I'm going to create a name set, and I will call it with set filtered states. Not ordered filtered states, just filtered states. And I'll use the filter function. Now in MDX, the filter function requires two parameters: the set that we're looking to filter and then the search condition. Well, in this case, we want to put the regions along with their states down the left. So I'm going to pick the customer dimension, the region attribute, and the children of the region attribute, and I will join that with the same customer dimension, the state attribute, and then the children. And my filter definition is going to be any combinations of region and state where the dollar sales exceeds $250,000. Now again, if I try to run this, I still will get an error because I've created the filtered states but not the ordered filtered states. I will create a second set and I'll call it ordered filtered states. And the definition for that will be using the order function. And in the order function, we can take what's in filtered states and we can order it based upon the dollar sales column. And I will order it in descending order. Our options are either ascending, or our base options are either ascending or descending. And so with my two name sets, the filtered states, then ordered filtered states, which takes filtered states and then turns around and sorts it by dollar sales in descending order, when I re-execute this, I get the same result set that I was looking at a minute ago. So I've got the regions down the left in region order, and then I've got the states within the region in sorted order. So again, in the Midwest, Illinois is the top at 1,392,000, and then Ohio is second at 1,349,000, and then Indiana distant third. The question is, what is it specifically that's ordering this within the region? In other words, since I said descending, why didn't this sort this completely high to low? Well, the reason is that there is a variation on the descending option that we can take. When we choose descending, it will sort on the measure, but it will respect any outer definition here, in this case the region. So essentially what this is saying is sort on the dollar sales in descending order. We're essentially sorting the states in dollar sales in descending order, but retaining the outer region definition. Well, if I want to break that, if I want to sort completely high to low, I could put a B in front of this and make it break descending. Well, when I simply put the B in front of it, make it break descending, everything changes. Now my result set breaks the outer definition. Now it still shows the region associated with the state, but now there's no specific order to the regions. It is purely high to low based upon the revenue. And now we see, again, that California is first, Texas is second, Florida is third, and so forth. Now, it wasn't necessary to build the two sets. We could have simply taken the more brute force approach, and we could have taken the entire filter statement, placed that on the row, so I'll comment out this line, and then I will order that and make that filter expression the entire first parameter of order, and then order it based upon dollar sales break descending, and put that on rows. And execute this code. And I will still get the same result. So functionally, we can write this without using a name set at all. Obviously, the name set provides a little bit of simplicity, a little bit of readability over putting the entire order and function in the row axis. Now, one thing to remember is that if we're going to do this, it's always optimal to do the filter first and then the ordering based upon what we filtered. If we do it in reverse, if we actually ran the order on the inside and then did the filter on the outside, we may be ordering a lot of data that's not necessary. For instance, we might be ordering thousands of cities, but maybe our filter is only going to catch 10% of those cities. Well, that means that we would have filtered on 90%, excuse me, would have ordered on 90% of the data for no reason at all. So it's always more optimal to filter on the inside and then turn around and order the temporary result set, regardless of whether we're putting it all on the row axis or we're doing this as separate name sets. But obviously the separate name set offers us a little bit of simplicity, a little bit easier to read than putting the entire order and filter function in the row axis. So that's the end of this video. Again, just as a review, we took a look at name sets along with the filter and order function and the differences between descending and break descending.